We're going to be talking to J-Ro in the studios of Horizon Radio, so you do not want to miss that. We're going to open the show with something from what's her name? Surfer Wolf, and that one is titled Gasoline. And after that, we'll be right back to talk to special guest J-Ro in the studios here on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Don't touch that dial. That's the owner of the station. Oh, yeah. Right.
Toby, after this song,
Well, like,
follow your dreams, no matter what.
how long is the song?
that's 1 more minute left.
Seems like it's going forever. I thought it was the gasoline song. Yeah, trampoline. I thought it was a trampoline song. I should have said no.
I've been having dreams.
Yeah, I thought it was that one.
I just played the Gasoline by Halsey. This one's like an edited version.
Okay. Oh, you told me already let you play something else. Oh, wow. So in at about 30, right? 33 seconds.
WLEG-LP 104.3 FM. I believe they on tunes in.
Yeah.
Tunes in, right?
Yeah, well, tune in.
They don't tune in as well, Bruce.
All right, bumper.
Idris te trae la onda Aglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
Yes, that was Gasoline on the Smasher Show on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Hey, J-Ro, how are you doing this evening, sir?
Oh man, I'm good.
Oh, wow. Well, it's been a long time coming for J-Ro. I think when I first met J-Ro, I think it was around like 2010. I don't know if you remember. And that was about the time that I think it was after the Roosevelt Center. They had an academy, and I met Alex Excalibur, Black Writing Music, and he invited me to one of the events, and you were performing.
Okay.
And Chris was telling a lot of jokes then and stuff like that. That was the first time I met you. Now, for those of our audience who don't know who J-Ro is, can you please tell them a little bit about yourself?
All right. Yes, J-Ro, holy hip hop artist, Christian hip hop, gospel rap, whichever title that you may choose.
Sorry.
And I'm saved and just been living for Christ for a while right now. Been ups and downs, but I've been doing music and trying to get everything that God has ordained for my life out through my music. You know, to help minister and administer and help uplift others around me and the youth as well.
Now, Where are you originally from? And have you lived other places else and done music different places besides this region, this Michiana region?
Yeah. Actually, I'm born here, but my mother is from California,
Oh, wow.
and so very early
Mhm.
we left. Was in California, different parts of California, but then we came back
Mhm.
to Elkhart where I was raised,
Mhm.
and I've done, yeah, I've performed in numerous places like New York, Brooklyn, one, Miami, another one, Atlanta,
Mhm.
uh, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, and yes,
Now I have to ask though, what is life like in California? Because we're compared to Elkhart County. I mean, you didn't spend too much time there, really, right?
right,
Or
right.
you
I
go
was
back and
little.
forth?
Now I was little.
Oh, okay.
My sister, she was old enough to go to school there.
Oh,
I wasn't
wow.
old enough to go to school, so I had to stay with my grandmother. So
Wow, that's neat. That's neat. Now, so that we don't go long winded and stuff like that. We're gonna play one of your songs. Which one would you prefer us to play first? These are all we got right. We have Rise, Determined, God Knows, and Son of God. Which do we go first?
man, you can go in that order.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about what? So what made you write Rise?
Man, Rise was actually just a bit of some of what I was going through at that time, and so just coming out of my incarceration,
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to give a pictorial view in music. You know what I mean? To try to help uplift others that are out and others that are in, and help them know that you don't have to be down. You may make some. You're going to make some mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not the end, and you don't have to make that the end. You can rise.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is an exclusive from J-Ro, and this song is titled Rise. And you're hearing it first here on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about to go down, y'all.
Photos. That's what you should do.
I won't stop trying to change till I die. God knows all of my tears, so I cry. I'm looking all the way up to the sky, so I fly. Come too far, my walk, so I
Rise on 104.3 FM Horizon Radio. The station is bridging cultural diversity with music and information. J-Ro is a special guest, and that's the song you're hearing in the background. Show some love.
So just like Timothy, there was no top of me, I'm gonna drop bombs till I die. For all of my people who's going to go to a home, keep your head to the sky. I ride in a blood ball and I stand tall, cause it's real in my city. Beating control and slow, surrounding my foes and keeping them so free. Many kids never explain the possible gains of doing what I do. I'm trying to change the world by giving them hope and helping them on through. If I should die, I'm telling them why I'm hoping the game without love. And that is my soul for those who really don't know just how much it all costs. If I just live low, I'm hoping to give more, ready for whatever. Putting my life down and I'm ready to fight now, pushing it forever. Lord knows that I'm about to put my all in this game. And there is no shame because every gospel I'm gonna spit word to your brain. Come on. Come too far, my walk, so I'll rise. I won't stop trying to change till I die.
All time big dream.
My tears, so I cry. I'm looking up to the sky, so I fly. Come too far, my walk, so I'll rise. I won't stop trying to change till I die. God knows all of my tears, so I cry. I'm looking all the way up to the sky. It's all coming out the hood, making your way to the top. Just make sure watch straight up, don't ever look back. You go on and don't stop. Because your enemies, just like me and your circle, the ones that you love. I'm talking about the individuals who stop rising the full. And there is no shame in my game. I'm open the game with no pain. I'm shaking up all the truth when I was locked up, forgot about my name. I'm changing the game though. And if you do not know, I'm searching for souls. Keeping my mind for the time that I follow and until you reaching for my goal. If I can put it all together, it'll be clever. Whatever happens, keep laughing. If I could be flapping in the midst of it, I'll be snapping, ready for lyrics. Hear it, Somebody in the middle with a light so ready for the Holy Spirit. Putting my lyrical thing down and ready for bigger things. I'm hoping you get the frame, the picture inside of your brain. It's real dog for all y'all in the midst of the struggle. My verse is no bubble, and I'm hoping that you can rise out of trouble. Come too far, I walk, so I rise. I won't stop trying to change till I die. God knows all of my tears, so I cry. I'm looking all the way up in the sky, so I fly. Come too far, I walk, so I rise. I won't stop trying to change till I die. God knows all of my tears, so I cry. I'm looking all the way up to the sky, so I fly.
Woo! J-Ro in the building.
Yes.
Woo!
Hitz te trae la onda Aglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
Yes, and as my engineer has decided to leave the building, I am all by myself pushing the ones and twos right now. Hey, but our special guest is still here, J-Ro in the building. That was amazing. Now, for those who didn't hear you talk about that song, now how did that come about? The song itself, Rise.
Rise, man. That actually, man, I wrote it, man, while I was at Westview, and I was on a bunk, and I knew that I was at the end of coming to the end of my journey there, and so talking to somebody that was there, he was older, and he was just telling me, asking me what plans do I have for the future, And so I took that and a couple other questions, and I began to just ponder on it. And I began to think about, man, how can I actually write a song that will be beneficial and uplifting at the same time for the youth?
Oh, wow.
So
That is amazing. I love the song. Now, is this a local production?
that song was actually, no, it wasn't. That song was produced by one of my guys named C. Hill. I got him, and he was one of my first producers that I actually connected with.
All right, give him a quick shout out. No, he's on the radio.
Yeah. C. Hill, man. If y'all want to look him up, he's definitely online, and he does amazing work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's a good work. I love it.
Yeah.
Rise by J-Ro on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Now, moving on. Did you have any formal music education, growing up?
No, I guess stumbled into it.
Now, how did you discover your musical side?
Actually, just writing. We used to, beat on the tables, going to school and just freestyle. But I got challenged to write a song by one of my late friends, Sean Pratchett, know him as DJ AK-47. And he told us to put together a song for to do a performance. And back then, it was something big, but to write a whole song, it wasn't nothing to do a freestyle. But to write a whole song was out of my zone. So I came up with a song, and we actually did the performance at the old pavilion called the Old Post, and it was back about 1994.
Wow, that is a long time. That is a long time. So, and would that be your first recorded song? Whether it was, if somebody asking you, do you remember what the first song you wrote? Is that going to be like the first song you wrote?
No, actually, that's the second.
Oh, well, tell us about the first song then.
The first song that I ever wrote, actually, and recorded, was done with my guy Dwayne Taylor, and produced by him and Chad Wood. And it was called Great.
Oh, nonfiction, eh?
Yeah. We go way back nonfiction.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Hey, shout out to nonfiction wherever you are.
We've been doing this thing for years, man.
Oh, wow.
But that and it actually came together on the production.
Mm-hmm.
And back then it was rare where you had real mixing in music. And they did that, came up with the concept of the song. Well, I came up with the concept and he came up with the beat and went in there, recorded it. It took a long time. I got in trouble from my ex.
What was the name of the first song then?
It was called The Grave Digger.
The Grave Digger. What is the story behind that one?
Man. Back in the old days, I was when gangster rap was out. So, it was just a bunch of just talking about, the lifestyle of the old gangster lifestyle, and just putting in work, doing criminal acts, that would lead up to burying, people, or people going to the graves and things like that. Yeah, that was
way. Oh wow! Now, what are some of the challenges? When you started your music career, or you have a passion for something, there are always like some obstacles and challenges. What are some of the challenges you face coming up with your passion and your talent?
Wow, good question too, man. One of the man, there are many, but one of the most challenging things that I face and constantly face is actually learning how to continue to be creative, at the same time remaining. I don't want to just use the generic term, but being saved. Because you can get in the routine of trying to or wanting to fall into the trend and follow the trend, but trying to figure out how to remain faithful, steadfast, unmovable, and at the same time be relevant and powerful.
Now I'm going to segue with that. That's going to take a whole lot of determination. And that's why I'm going to go into this song that you call Determined.
Well,
so what is that all about? Tell us a little bit about the song Determined.
Now the Determined to Win, that Determined, it came about, man. I had hit up Kevin Jones, man, and I had asked him, for a feature, and he came back with no hesitation.
Oh, wow.
And it was, I was like, God, whoa, this has to happen. And so when I sent him the song, oh man, I was like, wow, the way he did what he did with the chorus and his verse, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm like, that's right, exactly where I want to go. So
and the production?
The production is from Anno Domini. The rest of these will be from Anno Domini. And big ups to Anno Domini. Shout out, he just gave away 100 beat package too. So on my Facebook page, you can follow him and you can get that deal.
All right. Coming up next from J-Ro, Determined to Win, here on the Smasher Show on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
Don't touch that.
I'm determined to win. I will not quit. I'll always stand. I will not sit. I'll always fight. Regardless of win.
Oh, Kevin Long.
I'm determined to win. I'm determined to win.
Woo! Hey! Oh.
By so many situations. That's why I got so many occupations and got so much to do. Way before the next project dropping. That's why I didn't know how to keep it popping. Yeah, I gotta win. Gotta do what's necessary. Losing ain't a choice. Ain't in my vocabulary. Let the kingdom come like it is in heaven. They say I'm the one, but the one that's with me, that's 11. I don't make excuses, I do my best to stay active. Gotta keep my babies even if the work is not attractive. What I look like looking at y'all, and y'all looking at me. And they looking at me saying that it keep loving you. I will not quit. I'll always stand. I will not sit. I'll always fight with always within. No matter how I begin, I'm determined to win. I'm determined to win. I will not quit. I'll always stand. I will not sit. I'll always fight with always within. No matter how I begin, I'm determined to win. I'm determined to win. Ain't got no time for the okey doke. Been in it too long. It's either get it or go for broke. No joke, I'm on 10, dog. You bags my mission. The opposition is switching. I'm moving up. Only listen, they got me labeled as on. It's my decision to get it. It's based on me being starving. So every lyric is wicked. Now my position is king. Don't get it twisted. I'm heaven bound. My kids gotta eat. So now you know that it's going down. Got blood in the city. On every side, it's a battle, good. We making it happen. No need to hide if you got a buzz. No gimmicks, no gimmicks. Because we in it to win it. On top of that, it's our business to making sure that we in it. No hesitating up in it. I'm telling the vision is sharp, though. Motivation high to the sky. Now it's on, yo. My life till I die. I'll be a son on a mission. I'm taking the game to another level. My inner ambition. Now my decision to make it about the struggle. Because I'm inside of a bubble. They said that I was only getting some trouble. Now I can make it up and out of the rock. I'm ready for it. Now I'm in the game, y'all. I'm a mission. Now I'm keeping lane, y'all. I'm back and I'm fully heated. They talk off till I get the lead. And I will not quit. I'll always stand. I will not sit. I'll always fight. With always within. No matter how I begin. I'm determined to win. I'm determined to win. I will not quit. I'll always stand. I will not sit. I'll always fight. With always within. No matter how I begin. I'm determined to win.
Idris te trae la onda Anglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
Wow, that was amazing. Tell us about the production of this song. I mean, what is the process? What is the creative process like for you? What is a typical creative process like? How did you start with writing this song? And, how do you make everything come together?
Actually, man.
I mean, I know it's not the same for every time, but it's a typical one. Just tell us through it.
I normally go through the beat, and the beat that I feel. Normally I'll have an idea already, and that the beat like that just it stood out to me, and I was like, yeah, that's it right there. And so he already have pre-labeled, and so I was like, man, the time, let's stick with that because it fits the purpose. And so the vibe, it just was the vibe, and then I was able to write my verse after he wrote his, and he sent it back, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh wow.
We can go with that.
Now tell us a little bit about other collaboration that you've been into. You have some memorable ones.
Man, really, man, the T-Rail was very memorable, man, because and how we actually linked up and did the video. We did a video to God Knows, and he was actually coming up because he's from Kansas, and so he was coming up to do a walkthrough in Nap, and he was actually he was like, we can meet up in mid, because I'll be in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, I can get down there. And so I talked with my cameraman. He was like, man, hey, can you roll? He was like, yeah, bet, no problem. So we rolled down there together. And man, now that process was tedious because he ended up having a flat and everything. He was like, man, we ain't gonna make it. We ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do it. But my cameraman was like, man, listen, if you want to do it, if you still make it, then you can come all the way for nothing.
Yeah, he was determined.
Yeah, exactly. he came through. He showed love. He put it, live on his live, and he got over 10,000 views.
Wow.
And that was just the prep while we was prepping for the video. And so, we did the video. It was a success, and that song, man, is actually one of the memorable.
Oh, wow. Memorable collaboration with J-Ro. And that one is titled God Knows. God Knows. Wow. We have it lined up right now, but I think we should take some few more questions, maybe one more question before we play that song. Now, how would you describe your sound to somebody who's just hearing for the first time? How would you describe it?
I would say that I'm more urban, Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
So you would get a lot of people, they get on me for this, but it's just a lot, my upbringing, so I got a mixture of pop, Scarface, Mr. Mike, a lot of my favorite artists, Biggie, man. So a lot of my favorite artists in different songs, you would hear it, and then some of the twisted. So, Midwest, you got it. You can't just be a Midwest and not twist.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It's a gumbo funk.
Okay. Now, those people you mentioned, I'm guessing they're also your musical inspiration. Who are some others?
Actually, to go to the gospel, is Lecrae, Andy Mineo, Bizzle doing this thing too.
Oh, wow.
But two underrated that I've been feeling. Three. My guy Von Juan, shout out to Von Juan, go follow him. Mr. G Reality, shout out to Mr. G Reality, and Seven, man. He has an awesome testimony. And see, that's the thing about hip hop, is that gospel rap is that it's the testimony, the story behind the music that actually makes it, magical for me.
Now, in your bios, you perform in different places: Cleveland, Ohio; Brooklyn, New York; Nashville, Tennessee; Atlanta, Georgia; Miami. Some festivals like coast to coast. But which one? Can you tell us a little bit about the one that pops out the most? I mean, we can't go through all of it.
Right,
if you can, anyways, I don't know. Just tell us a little bit about some of those performances that you've been in.
Actually, New York was very wild. I love their energy, man. They vibe. They felt the song.
What was the connect like? I mean, how did you make that trend? How did it happen?
Actually, I got linked with Coast to Coast, and I sent them my song. I sent them Ride, and they approved it. And it was like, well, okay, which city do you want to go in? I'm like, nah, I don't want to go to that. I'm from Indiana. I'll take New York. Okay. Let me take New York. So I got approved. It was like, okay, yep, you scheduled for this date. I said, I'm gonna make that happen. If this is your will, make that happen. And lo and behold, me and my cousin got together on that date. We went and took their flight. We was right on over there. And man, just the energy from the entire crowd. There was not one person standing still, man. And they was all young.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow. I was like, man, it uplifted me, gave me motivation, and just to know that, an old head like me, what they would call, can still actually be relevant and get the crowd jumping.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. And then to provide positive music that's going to be changing lives too.
And Nashville was actually another.
Oh, tell us about that.
Nashville, man. If you guys get a chance, go check out this Extreme Tour. Extreme Tour, man. They got a thing where they do the tour for a lot of gospel artists, and
I've
all
heard about it. There
across
used to
the
be a
board.
young gentleman from here, Chris. It used to be crazy, awesome. They talked about it. They were on the Extreme tour.
Were
And so, yes, they were. But they're not in town anymore now. They've gone places and stuff. So it was fun.
That's what they see. That's what it does. Is it opens up the doors to give the artist the opportunity to do big time things.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you might only get to do once.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was able to go through Dark Horse Studio, visit Dark Horse Studios, and I was able to.
And where's Dark Horse Studio at?
That's in
Still in Nashville. Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
And so it that just that vibe, everybody vibe, everybody flowed with with the same energy.
Wow.
There, all the artists, singers, the dancers, whatever their talent were,
wow,
they gave it up to God, and it was amazing.
Wow. And the Extreme Tour is still in existence right now, because I know it's been a long time. I've never even heard. After that, when they mentioned it, this is the next time I'm hearing about the Extreme Tour. It's been a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to the Extreme Tour people. You're doing great work.
Yes.
All right. Again, this song that we're about to listen to, God Knows. Can you tell the audience about it again?
All right. Yeah. Now, God Knows is put together. The production is by Arnold Dominic, and with T.A.G and myself. And it's actually a song, man, that straight from the heart, something that is I wrote out of pain, pretty much, just going through some things in my life and was able to just write to it and express it on this song.
All right. Without further ado, we're going to be spinning God Knows here on the Smasher Show on Horizon Radio. Don't touch that dial.
See, real love.
So much pain I've been through. I've cried, I don't work so hard to make it out. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone. I'm just walking by myself on my knees, God, I'm praying for some help. God knows how long I cried. God knows how
You're sleepy.
She's ready. What's the line? She's ready.
I do what?
You can't leave. You didn't come on time the last time. You had to scramble it.
Came up from the gut.
All right, go.
Hard living now. Made it hard prison. Had a couple homies, but they all failed. Wouldn't listen. I had to shake it because the barrel was fully loaded. And they all wanted me dead, dog. But I never told it. Got the hustle from OGs, gang bangers, and GDs. Had to get it. The brick was the only way that they taught me. Never let this embarrass you. Opposition was very to an early grave. If you let them get the best of you, had to carry the missile because everybody was plotting. I had a long talk with the Lord. Now it's all forgotten. Your God gave me a way out. Don't need to pull that AK out. I'm fully forgiven now. So my past is heading this way out. Only God can judge me. I'm looking high above me. Not to mention I'm out of my body acting so ugly. Hoping that one day I can see his face. It's so vivid. He's crushing the enemy. Trying to destroy me from the pit of me. Ripping my soul. Trying to keep me from me and all that. God told me to be so obedient. You better fall back.
So much pain I've been through. I've been crying, I don't work so hard to make it right. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone. I'm just walking by myself on my knees, God, I'm praying for the best. God knows how long I cried. God knows how long I tried. Lord, I need you and I'm sorry for my sins. If I have you in this battle, then I'll win.
This style forever, nobody can never stop me. I'm on a mission to get it, won't stop it until they pop me. Ready for the battle, my life is in it, cause I'm focused. Leaning only on God, cause I don't wanna be hopeless. Holding on is my mission, gotta make it no happen. This world is really again divided by what is happening. It's crazy because our people are stuck, can't even see it. Too busy judging each other instead of helping us see it. My motivation to get it is keeping me on the rise. My goal to touch every soul, got this hunger up in my eyes. My mental is up and down, my focus is really sharp. The battle keep me within me, got me clutching onto my heart, for real.
So much pain, I love it good. I've been crying over so hard of me. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone. I'm just walking by myself on my knees. Got my brain was a bit on some Lord, I need you and I'm sorry for my sins. If I have you in this battle, then I'll be
I'll lower this before you do that because it's annoying when that thing pops up. There you go.
Hitz te trae la onda anglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
Ah, wow. That was an awesome song, man.
Thanks.
Oh, wow. Now, who was on the song with you?
T-Rail.
T-Rail. And is he local too?
No, T-Rail actually was Nelly's first artist.
Oh,
He
wow.
signed under Nelly.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, he's actually he just came off the road off tour, but he's about to release a remix to his song Trust with Kevin Gates.
Oh, wow.
And so he's
awesome.
Yeah, he just signed a major deal with Empire too, the banking. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's doing, he's doing.
Now, how did you get that connect? that is serious thing there, right there.
And actually, man, I came across him, man, and through the book, actually, Facebook.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And when I reached out to him, because that's what I do. I try to be, real.
Wow.
I try to, reached out to him, and he reached back. He was like, "Yeah, man," and I let him know. Listen, man, I'm doing a gospel song.
Okay.
A gospel album. So, I got a project, man. I want you to, check out. And he was like, "Okay, this is this. I'm charging this, and just send the song over, and I get it done."
It's really amazing. It's really nice. Right now, we're going to take a quick break for the weather forecast. I'm going to pay some bills, and the Smash It Show on Horizon Radio will be right back. Weather for you.
This is your weekend weather forecast on Horizon Radio. My name is Lua Toby, and tonight it will be mostly clear with a low of 23. Tomorrow it will be mostly sunny with a high of 40 and a low of 31. And on Sunday it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 50 and a low of 44. Keep listening to 104.3 FM, Horizon Radio.
19:42 minutos.
All right, we have about a minute and a half or something.
La Salvadoreña.
How's it going so far? No problem. So we have a lot of people watching. On our side here, and I decided to share yours too. I decided to share yours on the channel. So you get a lot of people showing support.
Yes.
I use all the radio station here.
La Sanmarqueña pregunta por nuestras
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce my daughters. That's Yetunde, and this is Toby.
Now,
Yetunde, and Toby. Yeah. They were very young when we used to come to WLEG-LP. I mean, the first time we were there, they were very, very, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see you training them up. Ready for it.
Yeah. And getting them ready. This is all I know, so that's what I'm showing them. She will never stray from it. So that's all I'm trying to do.
Pass it along. Pass it along. And then they have to do something else. You never know where they're gonna take this.
Buenaterra Party en Event Center. Si tienes un evento especial, Salón Buenaterra. Para bodas, 15 años, bautizos, primeras comuniones, baby shower, junta de negocios o cualquier evento social. Lunes, miércoles y viernes, bailes de zumba. Salón Buenaterra en el 7 West Lincoln Avenue, a un costado de Discoteca Francia. Mayor información, 574-536-6252. 574-536-6252. Buenaterra Party en Event Center, el lugar ideal para tu evento social.
45 minutos. San Juan Supermarket presenta Los Héroes de la Cocina.
Super tomate, llamando a Super Cebolla. Necesitamos tu ayuda, amiga.
Acá soy Super Cebolla. Estoy con Super Cilantro, Super Carne y los Super Abadotes. ¿Qué sucede?
Lo de siempre. Una ama de casa descansada. ¿Se te ocurre algo?
Super precios, amigo. Super precios.
Este día de Acción de Gracias, los héroes de la cocina de San Juan Market vendrán a salvar a todas las amas de casa. Productos de la mejor calidad al mejor precio en San Juan Market. Martes y jueves, 12% de descuento en todos nuestros productos. Además, envíos de dinero por vía e intercambio express. 922 State Road 4, al este de la avenida Lincoln, en Goshen. Esta semana, San Juan Market y los héroes de la cocina te desean feliz día de Acción de Gracias.
Compadre, lánzate a San Juan Market, todos los lunes especiales de tacos, además tortas, burritos, quesadillas, esta semana carnitas y delicioso menudo. Y si de suplirse se trata, San Juan Market tiene todo para tu cocina. Además, abarrotes, frutas y verduras, y en la carnicería cortes frescos y suaves. Martes y jueves recibe
One more song, Son of God.
Abrimos todos los días de 9 de la mañana a 8 de la noche.
14 more minutes of time to cover for that. If you don't have that much time, it's okay too. I don't know. You good? All right.
Y aprovecha martes y jueves grandes ofertas. La Sanmarqueña, gran variedad en dulcería mexicana, así como cambio de cheques, pago de biles, recargas nacionales e internacionales, gobernadores por catálogo, cubetas de cajón de 5 galones, 20% de descuento en CDs y DVDs. Además, manda una lana a cualquier parte del mundo. Grandes especiales en dulces por mayoreo. Estamos ubicados en el 205 East Lincoln Avenue, aquí en la ciudad de Goshen, Indiana. Para mayor información,
I think we're gonna go on right now. The commercials are getting too long.
500-537-0500. La Sanmarqueña pregunta por nuestras especiales de mes.
Hitz te trae la onda Aglo, el Smash Show. Los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
You're still listening to 104.3 FM Horizon Radio. This is the Smash It Show, your number one bilingual community radio station. Blaring from your number one bilingual community radio station in Michigan. Our guest today is J-Ro. And we've been hanging out, talking about his career, his music. And we are looking at 2019 right now, and we're going to look forward into 2020 and asking our special guest, what is in store for 2019 wrapping up and the future of 2020 and beyond.
Right. Wow. Actually coming up, right now, I'm just preparing to go into 2020. I don't have anything scheduled. I'm finishing up some things. for the album.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm doing now is to put in the studio time to finish up the projects and my songs for the album. So 2020 we gonna come in with a bang.
Yeah, is there a release date for the album?
Not yet.
Is there a name for the album? You gotta give us something. You can't come here and not give us something.
I do have a name. So
Okay.
the name, the title of it is called Lucid.
Okay, Lucid.
For those of you that don't know the name or what it means, then just look it up because everything is in the definition of the name.
Oh wow!
It's lucid,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm seeing everything ever so clear now.
Mm-hmm.
Not as clear as it could be,
Mm-hmm.
but clearer than what I have been. So that's where we're going into 2020 with this new album. So get ready. This is going to put some things into perspective, especially with a lot of the artists that I'm collabing with.
Uh-huh.
And
can you give us some names of those artists that you'll be collaborating with?
Well, for the ones that we already listened to, those will be on it.
Mm-hmm.
I also got something cooking with Black Magic to the dirt. My brother Capo Zippy, 6-shooter Zippy, Songbird Monique Harris.
Oh, okay.
That song is called Dreams Be Ready.
Oh wow!
Can't wait. But them three and two other ones that I'm looking forward to which is Lazy Bone and Supreme from Wu-Tang.
So Lazy Bone is from the Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
We're talking back and forth, and so.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. And do you have a record label? Are you looking to sign on one? This is a platform you can put it out there.
I'm lucky, but at the same time, I do have an entertainment a movement. It's called SAG, as SAGG. It stands for Strongly Applying God's Gift Entertainment. So, it's a movement more than just an entertainment because it's going to give the platform for those who are actually doing music and want to do music in any form, whether it's singing, whether it's rapping, or if you got poetry in motion, or even if you want to display your art or artistic talent, it's going to facilitate that. So.
Now, this song that we have, you said that there's nothing scheduled for 2019 right now. If something comes up, I guess.
Right. Not everything is actually scheduled to start because I'm on the Michiana. We got a mixtape coming out.
Oh, okay.
With all the hot artists in the Michiana.
Why did you keep that until right now? Tell us more about that. So what is that one going to be called? Is it a Christmas special or is it just a mashup of just hottest artists in Michiana?
Yeah, I think that's just my brother Jay Payne. He came up with the idea to bring all the brothers together. And all the brothers began to jump on board. And I don't think he actually expected it to go that way, that quickly. So everybody did, and so it's called the Michiana Mixtape, the Volume 1, because there's going to be multiple series.
Ooh,
and the artists that are on it, man. So that's scheduled, I believe, for release in sometime around February-ish.
Hey,
I don't know exactly, but
you mentioned that, and I'm just thinking in my head, when are we going to see? I'm thinking, I'm seeing it. It's a vision, and I'm going to put it out there. we're going to see that come out as a Michiana mixtape tour.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that is going to happen. So, J Payne, wherever you at, start putting in work now. We got to make that happen.
Exactly.
We have to make that happen. So I'm looking forward to that album.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get artists to come in, maybe one by one or collectively to the Smash Your Show on Horizon Radio, and we can, highlight that mixtape. Now, for this song that we have right now, Son of God, can you tell us a little bit about it?
This one is I linked up with my guy Von Juan, and it was one of my personal favorites, because it expresses exactly who we are in God. God says that in Romans, he says that for the earth yearneth for the manifestation of the sons of God. You know what I mean? And so the earth is yearning. The earth is expecting for the real sons of God to stand up. So when are we, as men and women of God, going to realize that it's our time to stop tucking tail and allowing the devil to rule over us, to reign over us in everything that we do?
Wow.
And trying to dictate and determine what we do and be sons of God here in the land of living. So,
wow, that's awesome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is Son of God by J-Ro, a special guest right here in the studios of Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Stay tuned. Son of God, J-Ro.
I am the son of God.
There's more water in the refrigerator if you want one more.
How many people can I reach today? I work for it. Family financially in the dirt for it. I learned about the things was left there is filthy rags. That I ain't good, God good, y'all been hit me bad. I was working for a Uber, had to reprogram my noodle. Once I subscribed the price, I paid for access like Hulu. Inheritance is mine, I'm sharing it as well. I'm working separated, that's the moral of the story. I'm working out my sins, with fear and trembling. Daddy orders my steps, I don't control my temperament. He took a hard beat, I ain't talking Timberland. By his stripes we are healed, he is my magnificence. Every prodigal child, it's time to come back home. A celebration's waiting on you, sandals ringing abroad. I am a son of God. Jesus,
I am a son of God.
I've been a sinner for a long time, I'm something good now. I'm son to the king, so I'm hoping I'm strong. I'll be keeping my position on the mission to rise up. Nothing will ever stop us. We gon' last, we blast, bro. Faster, folks to the last of a dime breed. They taking Christ to the streets, giving them what they sold me. Every since I made about the gutter, I've been going hard. Blood, sweat, and tears for all the years. I was on the yard. Hard headed, God said, never will I be the same. Finally got a cure for all the voices that were in my way. Telling me to point, nah, stop. I'm the new beginning. Son of a God, drop the title, stop on me. Many battles got the stars, just the dope. Taking this life up to another level, I'm watching bro. Never been a quitter, I'm a sinner. Never fall in. Fresh up out the being into the kingdom, now we go. I'm the son of God.
Just in case there are other people who would like to reach out at some point in time. I mean, Facebook is open anyways. That's how I do most of the stuff anyway. Yeah, that's how I schedule everything. So, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, man. Toby, why I have to call my engineer every time? The music is over.
You didn't even call me.
I'm gonna suspend you today from coming here.
Idris te trae la onda Anglo, el Smash Show. Los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
I want to thank our special guest for coming to the studios of Verizon Radio 104.3 FM. J-Ro, thank you so much for coming, and I hope that you get. Before I even do that, any last words for our audience here in the Michigan area?
I just want everybody to just follow my fan page, follow my page, J-Ro Puya. Follow my Instagram at J-Ro Puya, Twitter at J-Ro Puya. It's all on the J-Ro Puya. Come and follow my page, even my YouTube page, because I'm going to be putting up new work, and there's going to be new ministry messages I'm gonna start putting up on my fan page. So if you're a fan and you love me beyond even just the music, and you want to hear messages of inspiration, then you can follow that on my fan page.
All right. Thank you so much for stopping by at the radio station. We hope that you will come back sometime soon and give us updates on all those juicy stuff for 2020, whenever you have them on, scheduled and everything. Thank you so much. Right now, we will be continuing to the second segment of the Smash Show on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. On which we'll be putting some songs up right now before we get into the Billboard Countdown segment. And right now, I'm looking at the playlist, and we have something from Andy Grandma. And this one's titled, Ain't Give Up On Me, right? Don't give up on me. Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. This is 104.3 FM on Horizon Radio, the Billboard Top 10 segment will be back on the show. Thank you. All right. Our special guest, J-Ro, in the studios of Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. We've had so much fun listening to his song. If you haven't heard them or if you missed it, rewind and get to listen to his songs and support him. He put all the social media out there, so support him. Yeah. This is going to be the end of the broadcast because we can't play all the Billboard songs. They're going to penalize us for that. Hey. You know how we do it. Tune into 104.3 FM on the radio. We'll see you soon. Broadcast. Oh, careful. All right. When I get